My name is Shawn Collins.
My name is Addison Lofstead, and I'm a physician assistant at Desert Spine and Scoliosis Center.
We are getting married this week, actually. About a year and a half ago, I was at the gym squatting a little too heavy, and I kinked my back. And it was such a painful scenario where I wasn't able to walk. Addison came home and essentially told me to come into the doctor's office, but me being thick-skulled, I put it off for about 8 months.
I knew almost instantly when Shawn came home limping. He looked like our typical patient of a herniated disc. He was having that radicular pain in his leg, and he was just absolutely miserable.
So those 8 months were excruciating, and sleeping was the worst part of it. I had to stay perfectly still on my side, or I wasn't able to sleep. I was getting between, I would say, an hour to 4 hours of sleep a night.
And I see this kind of thing all the time. Living it and seeing somebody that you love so dearly having to go through this kind of pain was horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anybody in the whole world. Thankfully, I work for Dr. Big, and he made us feel like family. Shawn had a huge herniation at L4-5. He was having really bad radicular symptoms into the left leg. So essentially, once we saw that imaging, we knew right away it was surgical. We had tried to give him like a steroid pack to kind of calm down his symptoms or calm down that nerve pain. Eventually, we all kind of knew that it was big enough that at some point it would require some surgical intervention. So as soon as Shawn was ready to go, we had him sign up for a laminectomy microdiscectomy at L4-5. Essentially went in and removed that herniation and relieved that nerve pain. And the reason we went with Dr. Big is, I see firsthand every single day what he does in the operating room. I see how talented he is. I see how well patients do afterwards. So I wouldn't trust anybody else in the world.
He treated me like a gem. He treated me like family immediately, sent me to get the MRI, and like I said, as soon as I could get into surgery, we booked the surgery and everything went amazing. When I did come out of surgery, I noticed instantaneously relief. I came home, I was able to lay down on my bed for the first time in a month and a half and go to sleep for, I think it was 14 hours right after that. So that was the best moment of my life.
Ever. We do have insurance. We could have gone pretty much anywhere. There's a lot of surgeons in the Valley. I think what it was for me was, I've seen Dr. Big every single day operate. I know how he does what he does, and I see how good the outcomes are. He's an amazing surgeon, and his patients know that. And we have patients who come back, if they need something way down the road, and they're always like, I would only trust Dr. Big if I ever have to have another spine surgery. So I knew, I was very confident about, having Shawn come in here and see him, because I see it every day. I see how much he can impact other people's lives.